welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make your first $1 to $100 online. I think that it's very important to start with realistic numbers and a realistic goal in mind. And I know realistic is subjective, but as much as the videos that promise $10,000 in 1 month or $20,000 in 1 month, as much as those types of videos are attractive and they make us excited and pep us up, right? As much as those videos do that, it is quite unrealistic for most people. And if there were any way that people could make that much money in a short time without experience, because you see some videos like no experience needed, if it were that easy, everyone is going to be doing it. And if everyone is doing it, I don't know how valuable it's going to be. I don't know, maybe it's going to still be valuable, but I don't know. The truth about those videos is that when you check the comments, a lot of people are trying it and it doesn't work out for them. So I believe that when you figure out how to make your first $1 to $100, the lessons that you're gonna learn from trying to start small, from trying to set out your own path, is gonna make your path more durable. I don't know if that's the right word to use, or it's gonna give your path more longevity, because there are certain lessons that you're gonna learn that you're not gonna find online, but you're gonna learn them from trying by yourself at that part. So now the question is, what path should you take? What road should you journey down? What path is gonna give you your first $1 to $100 online? And to find that path, you need to self-reflect. What are some things you're really good at? What are some things other people have told you you're really good at? What are some things that you naturally gravitate to and enjoy? What are some things that you have taught people about it comes really easy to you? People have even sought your help concerning things like that. For me, it has been storytelling. It has been writing. From the get-go, I have always been a writer. From childhood, I've always told stories, and people, since I was in maybe primary, secondary school, people have always loved to read my stories. People have always told me, oh, I enjoyed your story, you're really good at it. I was in university when I started. I was at my final year of university in pharmacy school when someone told me that I should consider doing it professionally. But prior to that, I had always told stories. I'd always gravitated towards hearing stories. I loved stories. I love being told stories, telling stories. So it's something that came naturally to me, and especially the written word. And people always enjoyed my stories. I had done Wattpad, right? I would always have love for Wattpad, because it was one of the tools that helped me build my writing career. I didn't even, when I did Wattpad, I wasn't even doing it for the money. I was just doing it for the enjoyment at that time. But later on, I finally found that I could make money from writing. And so for me, writing has always been the thing that people have enjoyed about me. People have told me, you should do this professionally. I've even had people, when I was in secondary school, I had friends, I was in the science classes. If you know about how Nigerian schools are, structured, there's science class and art class. And so when I was even in science classes, some of my friends who were in art class, would give me their novels and their recommended readings. I don't know what else to call them, the books they were supposed to read, for me to read and summarize for them. So it was always something that I was innately good at. So it made sense that I should pursue it career-wise, right? So you're gonna look at yourself, what is something you can do? Maybe let's say when you were in school, you were very good at a particular subject. You could teach that subject online. You could build courses around that subject. If you're really good at teaching people something, that could be a career path to look at. That could be the way you make your first $1 to $100. So consider that. Another thing that I want to talk about in making your first $1 to $100 is that you don't have to start out by yourself, like by yourself and for yourself. What I mean is that for me now, as a writer, I have books on Kindle. But before I started my books on Kindle, and even now, I still write for other people. I still work as a ghostwriter every now and then. People pay me to write for them, and I even make more working for other people than myself. I'm not necessarily too happy about that. I would love for my own work to bring the most money, but it's not always the case. Some people have much more money, some businesses have much more money, and they can pay you a lot, for your services. So also consider that. So the first point is find out what you're good at. The second point is find out who you can sell that to, and then on the side you can be building your own thing. So when for me now, Kindle is one of the places where I try to sell my books, and Upwork is one of the places where I try to sell my writing services to other people. Indeed, you can also check out Indeed if you're creative and have writing, graphic skills, those kind of things. You can check out other freelancing websites where you can sell out your services to other people, because you do not have to do it all alone. People can be willing to pay you. So that is something you should also consider. Another thing that you should consider is to do an alternate version of the thing. So I don't know how else to explain it other than doing an alternate version of the thing. For me, creative writing comes easily to me. It comes so easily. I enjoy it, even though it's hard. It has its hard. Like, no job is 100% easy, right? There are moments where I'm done with writing. I never want to write again in my life. But because I really, really love it, I always gravitate back to it. And so, but in the world of writing, creative writing is something I enjoy, that it comes much more innately to me, right? But I realized that I was not getting money from it at some point. And so I branched out into content writing. I branched out into copywriting, into technical writing, which is far tougher. I have a harder time at technical writing, but there were more jobs in technical writing for me at some point, and so I had to learn how to do it. So maybe you start out with a particular aspect of what you love, but there are related aspects of that thing that you might not be so good at, but you can get better at. Then you can also branch out, and eventually you can also come back to what you love. So do not restrict yourself. If you're going to make your first $1 to $100, do not restrict yourself around the thing that you love. There are other related things that might be harder, but that you can learn. So always see if you can meander, find your way. I love to draw from nature a lot, but as a tree might find its way around, right? If its root is obstructed, like if you've ever seen trees, you know that they are very resilient. If a tree is going near a wall and there's no place, it's gonna branch out. There's no place for its roots to go. It's gonna branch out. So consider yourself to be as a tree. If there or as a water, consider yourself. Make yourself what do I call it, malleable around your creativity. If you're going to make your first $1 to $100, you have to make yourself malleable. You have to see what are related jobs, what are related career paths that are close to the thing I love. Like if the thing you love and the thing you're good at is not working out, find out related aspects of that thing that might help you. And so that is one way that you can make money. You can branch out from the thing that you love if it doesn't work out. So that is all for today's video. It's a very brief video, but I hope it has been very helpful to you. If you love content like this, please subscribe and like, share, and I'll see you in my next video.